Yeah, so whoever buys it, just so they know, right, Neat will come around your house and have dinner with you. Yeah?
There you go, mate. There you go.
Get the diary out, he's there.
So, guys, we've talked a lot about your career and stuff. What's going on for you guys here and now? What's the future plans? What you got? What are you thinking about?
NFTs, bro.
NFTs, love it.
What are we on here for?
Yeah, love it. Yeah.
I'm trying to segue it subtly, mate. That's what's going on.
Cut to the chase, bro.
So, yeah, is this the future of music? Is this how people are going to, absorb their music in the future? Do you think? Through the NFT?
It's changed. I mean, to be honest, we were laughing off air earlier on, but we are, all of us probably slightly, well, we're not as geeky as certain people you yourself have probably spoken to who go in depth into the fungible and the non-this and the token and the blah, blah, blah. We just get the gist kind of where they're going, as in, okay, it's basically like having an art piece, for instance, but now it's digitally.
Yeah, 100%.
It's crazy to think people are paying for things what they don't physically have.
Yeah.
But I think it's such a good connection for the your fans and you.
It is. It's a very good idea.
Yeah, I mean, back in the day it was the album. They could have the the physical album, and that was their connection. They could go through. But I feel like that sort of kind of been lost. And now to be able to have have the NFT and go through the artwork again, and maybe
brings it back.
Brings that sort of feeling back. But now it's through your mobile phone instead of the actual album piece, the physical album.
It's crazy. I mean, who are these whales buying this stuff? That's what I want to know. Who's Mr. Whale? Who's Head Whale?
Oh mate,
it's Dan.
I'm not. So a lot of the Ethereum stuff that you see with the big buys, a lot of that stems from a lot of these guys made a lot of money back in the day when Ethereum was low. So they're all holders of the ecosystem, and they've all got a lot of Ethereum, and a lot of them are like multi-millionaires. So like when these niche projects come out, like CryptoPunks and different things, like they'll support it and they'll put it is millions of pounds because they could sell it, but it also helps build the whole ecosystem up as well, which is like we were excited about Wax because the Wax platform, it's very early and it's a potentially like what Ethereum was back in the day. So like it's very undervalued at the minute, the Wax token, the Wax ecosystem. So we kind of laugh about it, saying in 10 years or something, the amount of Wax we're spending on stuff could be worth tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even like millions of pounds. You distributing this Wax, because as a coin it can go a lot further for sure. It's just getting started as a platform. Like there's a lot of music stuff come over to it, a lot of artist stuff come over to it, and the beauty about that is it's easy to use, and you can create your own system on there, which is really good.
And who's going to go and buy Wax now?
Mate.
You can't just buy it like on Binance or nothing. I've tried. You have to go actually do something else.
Yeah, there's a couple of exchanges. There's like Bittrex. You can just in the UK at least anyway, you can just literally set up your wallet and just buy it, and it will just take it from the exchange. The constant.
That sounds really simple to you.
Yeah. No, to be fair,
just have your wallet and just go on there.
To be fair,
it's not for me.
So with Wax, you can. So if you just go into Wax Wallet, type Wax Wallet into to Google, and it's literally put your email in, and then you just put your card on, and it'll and it'll take it from, so you don't have to set up an exchange and transfer it and get all you literally just you set an email up. It's about a 2-step process in it, and you get your Wax, and then because a lot of our viewers, when we've doing our projects, a lot of these projects, especially on Ethereum blockchain and stuff, it's really complicated, and you have to get gas, and you have to set up a.
That's it. You
have to get MetaMask, and
it's just so many steps,
and you have to boost it, and it's that's why the NFTs on Ethereum are high priced. Like some of them are really expensive, and it's just because of the whole process. Whereas Wax is just set up more as a user friendly. More things going on. It's all your stuff's in one place. Once the masses come over to it and realize it, that it's just going to be a huge platform. And they have these groups of people called guilds. So like little teams of like really like tech savvy. We've interviewed a few on the podcast, so there'll be like 3 or 4 guys in like one place, and then there'll be like 20 of them or 30 of them all in all, and they're all working on the Wax blockchain. So you've got Wax like here, and then there's 20 guilds all working like in tangent to help build it out. So it's, you know, it's not like there's like a team of like 4 or 5 people. There's probably 50 to 100 people constantly working on it. It's kind of like open platform in a way.
Okay.
And innovation's happening all the time, which is where like kind of you boys are coming in with the music NFTs.
I can't wait for them to get released. By the way, I'm going to be buying loads of them.
Yeah. This is really the thing excited.
You said. It's right down my street.
As well with the CD stuff, it's the same thing. It's like with NFTs, it gives people the opportunity to give back to the artists, and it's direct as well. So like, you know, there's no
what I got from it. It's like where like say your Spotify's, your this, your that this is directly going to the artist.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? This is rather than everyone else eating and the artist just gets 3p because we they're like, we heard your tune, you must get so much money every month, blah blah. I'm like, they pay you pennies.
Exactly.
So and the other thing is you can set
rules,
sell on fees. So like if someone bought your tune and you've set a 10% sell on fee, then when they sell it on, you get 10% every time it's sold on. You know, so you make money every time it's sold on. It's infinite.
Mate, this is why for music it's especially interesting for artists, and there's some, like I say, it's a new space, but there's some big people coming over to NFTs.
Yeah, definitely,
and it's in a process where it's just not, like I say, like there's people setting stuff up on there to make it easier. It's not quite there yet, but it's definitely coming.
It's mad. Like it's just mad though. Like imagine if NFTs were knocking about when you guys first ever released that song, and it was, you know, the technology was there. Think of how many hands that would have passed through, and all the royalties that you would have got. You know, at a much higher, probably a much higher percentage.
Much.
Yeah. So like, but like I say, that's all coming now, and like I say, you guys have already got the audience and the nostalgic thing. Like people will want to own, you know, this because you guys, like I say, within the garage scene, like you guys were at the top of the top, so people will want to own those songs because they're already bangers. Do you know what I mean? It's not like people have got to come out and try and do it again.
Okay, you know, you see like people want to own the like. Because apparently, it's not necessarily a fan of like a neat is going to say, blah, blah, blah. You know, some of the people, they just buy from the investment kind of side of it.
They'll see it as an investment property.
I don't know who this geezer is. I don't know who's who, but I've heard about them. I'm going to buy one.
Exactly, And there's a big move with that as well. Like people looking to, just sit and hold stuff and invest and flip it. And it's already... it's already kind of happening. There's a big market of people who just buy, hold, and
that's what I'm talking about. That's what brings me back to the whale. What's his number?
Oh mate, there's some of these. Like there's a guy the other day who transferred 780,000 Bitcoin or something like ridiculous.
780 Bitcoins.
Yeah. And it was like, but in one go. Like, and I was just like. Because I saw a post of it, and you can go on the blockchain and see the transaction. And I was like, if you ever done a transaction with Bitcoin, it's fucking you shit yourself.
He's got balls of steel.
Because with Bitcoin, it's quite a long process for it to verify. So like you can be waiting an hour or 2 hours, and you can't see it hit your wallet yet. So like it's kind of just floating around.
Yeah.
And obviously where it's a long number, if you got like a letter wrong, or you could fuck it up. And I've done it with like a couple of thousand and been shitting myself, and I'm like, this guy's done
about $450 million.
I mean, it's just crazy.
But it's good, like I say, it's good you guys are getting in early with the wax and stuff, because like I say, the wax coin could potentially, go 10x.
Yeah.
So any, if you're making the wax, from selling
Yourself.
your NFTs, potentially in 10 years time, that wax could be worth, 10x or 20x of what you get.
So wax is its own coin, right?
That's
now.
what I mean. So you might.
It's like a Bitcoin.
On what exchange?
It's on a few exchanges, but you can just buy it direct from from your wallet. So
it's the same, made from the same guy who made Ripple, isn't it?
So for instance, say I don't know, Trust Wallet or something, you can buy it from that.
You can buy it from, I think, there's Bittrex, definitely. No, you can get it on Bittrex exchange. Qcoin, it's on there as well. But the easiest way to do it is just, I've set up your email, get your wax white, and then you can literally just buy it. You can pick the exchanges from your wallet. Yeah. So you don't have to, because the exchanges, it's a bit messy sometimes. You probably, I don't. You can go on there. There's a lot of messing about. You can put the wrong numbers in. You can spend more than.
I'll tell you what. For all these numbers, I'm old school, mate. I'm meeting at pub East London.
Yeah. Transfer you over some. But
I say it's good. It's good for these lads.
Yeah.
They don't have. They're not going to have to buy the wax because
you're going to be making the wax.
You're going to be making. You're selling a product.
Oh, I'll bring the bag of wax.
Yeah. Give you a bag of wax.
You're going to be the wax man.
As well. So we when me and Jim first come across it, it was on 3 cents per wax. It was 3 cents per wax, and now it's on about 15 cents. So that's times 5. It went up to 30 cents a couple of weeks ago. And it's dropped a little bit at the minute. But I personally, from chat, I think it'll hit $1 within not too long, maybe within a year, I would say.
Yeah. Wax, right? I'll get some wax.
Yeah.
That's what I say. When if let's say you was to sell your NFTs and I don't know, make 100 grand, if in the next year it 10x, that's potentially $1 million or whatever. So you don't know where it's going to go in the future as well, or in 10 years if it went 100x, then you're in the money big time. But because you're getting in it early, and like I say, you're using your product and the stuff that you've done to, you're not just investing money into it, you're putting your product out there instead of
wax. Michael, just so you know, wax is who are stuff it will be on.
I know that.
So you're going to have a pot of wax anyway.
Like the eBay of
exactly.
So wax is doing our stuff. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Our NFTs on wax.
So you're going to have a nice pot of wax.
You're going to have a nice healthy bit of wax, and then hopefully in 10 years' time, we'll talk again, and we'll all be on our yachts.
Any wax you get as well, just up for that. I think it's the same. What I hold my wax at the minute because I personally think it's going to be worth a lot more in the future.
Is that what? So people paying wax?
Yes, you're buying wax. Yeah. So it's it's equivalent to 3 cents. About 20 cents on the dollar.
I think with your project, I say I'm not too sure who's developed it, but it might be that the consumer pays in pounds, and then it gets transferred into wax.
It's a wax blockchain, so basically.
It's on the wax blockchain.
Okay, so before they can physically get it, their cash has to be basically turned into wax, and then you can purchase.
But whether they do it or whether it's automatically done on the purchase, like I say, I'm not too sure of how your project's going. But,
depends who does it and what developers you got. Because some projects you'll be able to just buy it direct from the site, so you can just go to the site, buy for it in normal pounds or your credit card or whatever, and then it just it converts itself for you.
It's great for everyone. Like I say, people who have enjoyed your music and stuff over the years are able to buy something which is directly linked with you guys. Like I say, I've always been a massive fan of Garage and you boys, so I'm definitely going to be buying some of the NFTs, and I think a lot of
spend.
No, definitely, no.
But they're in development stages as well. So there's some guys we chat with called Token Head, which so when you buy your NFTs, it's an app on your phone and you can see all your NFTs in there. So that'll develop into music as well. So all the NFTs, music that you buy, it's all going to be on your phone in an app. But then obviously
Spotify.
Yeah, but obviously with that you own that. You own one of 100 or one of 1,000. So it's also worth value because you can sell that on, and there's a limited. It's not
limited amount.
There's a limited amount, and there's going to be probably some artwork in it.
And there's things you can do with it as well. You guys might do a special event, like an underground, where you only invite people who have got the NFT on their token head. So like unless they buy it, they can't get in. It might be like a special event. Yeah. So there's loads of things that you guys are going to be able to do within the music industry. It's like, it's not just buying an NFT. It might be buying the NFT, but the NFT is a ticket to get them into your special.
We spoke about that. Yeah, that's definitely what we do. Like certainly, even we've said, like, let's say we were doing a festival. If you own that, you'll get into either VIP or queue jumps or stuff like that's that sort of idea.
And meet and greet, like someone who's done that really well is Gary Vee. So Gary Vee's NFTs all relate to something because he's famous and people want to meet him and do a meet and greet and do a podcast with him, and like, so all of these things you can incorporate into your NFTs.
So whoever buys it, just so they know, right? Neat will come around your house and have dinner with you. Yeah,
there you go, mate. There you go.
Get the diary out. He's there. It makes a lovely cake as well.
Yeah, he does a good cup of tea.
Yeah. No cucumber avocado.
That's funny.
I think it will be really interesting for them to come to Wax because, as far as I know, there's not been. I know Baby Metal and Weezer did some NFTs, but I don't know how musically involved they were.
Yeah, the music wasn't really there.
So you may well be like the biggest artist to come to Wax and actually have a music implementation.
Do you know what day your stuff's getting released?
10th of June, no?
On the 10th of June, yeah?
Yeah,
so
10th of June.
That's
10th of June.
That's cool, man.
Everyone get your Wax wallets ready. 10th of June. Yeah. DJ like an MC Neat. And,
thank you.
Mate, I've spoken to a few people and they're like, I'm getting them. So, and that's just, the odd people in the circle. Like, I spoke to a developer guy and he was like, oh, mate, I can't wait for that. He's an English lad. Kieran.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, mate. Wait. And he's doing some stuff with like music on there. He's one of the guilds. And he's like, mate, I can't wait for that. It's going to be huge.
It's going to be cool.
It's going to be sick, man. And like, as well, it's good that you guys are like, forward
giving it a go,
mate, and you're like, do you know what? Let's get on it first, and let's let's not be scared.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, and that's fucking like.
Yeah,
I want you guys to smash it, man. Like, it's
Do you know?
I hope so. I hope this will be a really big sort of project. I mean, it wasn't. It's not easy, and obviously it's our tunes, but there's people behind us that
of course,
you know what I mean?
That's
as
cool.
you guys know, it's not like just me and Michael just come and we're on your podcast. We're doing this, so it is quite a big deal. So it's there's a lot of hard work from a lot of other people that have been trying to. That believe in this with us. If that makes sense, the same way you're saying it as well. It's like, you lot know more than us. We don't know that much. So it's like, it's a 10th, and everyone's like, aren't you excited? I'm like, well, I don't really know what's going on, to be honest with you. And that's the truth. Yeah. So let's hopefully, please God, on the 10th, I'm going to say like, wow, all these guys are right. It's like, and it's not, and again, like how Neat said, I kind of feel it's not only going to be fans, it's going to be more people that are going to think, well, all right, this might be an investment for the future. Exactly. That's what I'm seeing it as.
But at the end, like, they're buying a piece of history with you guys.
You know what I mean? It's like you said, timeless tunes.
With we all get nostalgia and we want to be back in the moment where we was at that point or whatever. And like I say, like, people who weren't like, your songs might be, where someone met their wife or, a rave and shit like that. 100%. So it means something to people. It's history, and it's very rare in life that you actually get to be able to go back and buy a piece of history from that
and you
time
can give that to someone.
That's what I'm saying.
You can give it.
Think of how many stories people have got at your guys' raves.
Oh, we know.
Do you know what I mean? So it's all of those things which people be like, oh, I've got to get this because it reminds me of this and that.
Really makes a lot of sense. I didn't think of it like that, but you're right. Like, when we go to, we do it. I know it sounds weird, but we do summertime. We do so many weddings. And the reason why we do weddings is because it's the age when we was growing up. Them young kids
getting married.
They're now adults more now, and they want to hear us, so they met to our tunes. So that one of our tunes might have been the song that they fell in love to or whatever. Now they're getting married, so the groom or whatever will buy like get us for either the part of everyone who's there or surprise the bride, or do you know what I mean? That's what we do. It's like, it's nice. We come out like, oh my God, they're here, and we grew up and we love you and all that sort of thing. So like you're saying, you can gift. I suppose you could buy it and you could gift it to your partner.
Like I say, you can't put a price on nostalgia. So it's like this.
On a memory. That makes sense.
So that's what I mean. That's why it's so and it's they're able to get that now. Do you know what I mean? Which without NFTs coming out, people wouldn't. There's not something that is directly attached to you guys. Unless it's something.
Well, I must say you've made me understand it a lot more.
That's all right. No,
oh, cool.
Right.
Thank you.
No, you have.
It's early days as well.
It's similar to like an original CD. Now, there's probably apart from like people like top collectors who've got your stuff, there's probably not loads of them floating around. So like now, it's like this is a chance to be able to get that connection with you guys. This is the original, the original CD. Quote marks that they can buy now, and like I say, support you guys, and like I say, gift it to someone, or so. Yeah, there's loads of reasons why people will be buying these for sure.
And as well, there's still, like we were saying before, it's still very early days with it. Like not a lot of people know what NFTs are, and they don't really fully understand. Like they'll, someone might have heard it on the news or whatever, or a clip that comes up saying about it's bad for the environment, or there'll be some random thing, and it's like people haven't done their full research. Like with wax, for instance, it's like super friendly.
I definitely want to get involved in that though. Like, I know a couple of people that have made money from it about 6 months ago, like how you guys said, and they just like, I wish I took my money out, blah blah blah, but they did make some money on it. But it's like you guys know when to put in. Like we dabble in crypto, but we don't really know much. Do you know what I mean?
But
it's all about like.
I don't think anyone does, to be fair.
It's all about hold. All these people that are like with the crypto things, like, oh, I've lost so much money, I've lost this, and at the end of the day, it's gambling. At the end of the day, in my head, it is gambling. And again. Like all these people don't sell it. If you don't sell it,
exactly. You only lose when you sell. It's like
exactly. As soon as you sold it, so yes, it's gone down. It's going to go down, but hopefully it's going to go back up. Don't
100%.
sell it.
That's what I mean. That's why
it's an investment.
NFTs are beautiful because they've got something attached to it as well. It's not you're not just
buying, you go. You're not
you're not just buying cryptocurrency. You're buying cryptocurrency.
Yes, you're buying something.
But you're also buying the song that you met your wife to, and you're supporting an artist as well. And like I say, with a name like Luck, I'm sure you're going to be absolutely fine with it.
There you go.